Hello students, I am R.K. Jha. Today I have brought a class in chemistry for the students of class 10th. And the chapter is first chapter is chemical reactions and equations. In this chapter, today it is the first class of this chapter. So this is the introduction class. And in this class, today I will discuss chemical reactions, reactant and product, catalyst, balanced and unbalanced chemical reactions, informative reactions, and some types of chemical reactions. So just let us start. Chemical reaction. The chemical reaction means chemical reaction is defined as the chemical process in which the bond between two or more than two substances splits and the formation of the new substance takes place. Or in other language, it can be defined as the chemical process in which the atoms and molecules of the given substance, means the substance that participate in that reaction, the atoms and molecules are arranged and new substance with new properties are formed is chemical reactions. And in these chemical reactions, the chemical substance that participate in that reaction is said to be the reactant. And after fulfilling the chemical reactions, the new substance with new properties is formed, that is called product. And in this chemical reaction, the properties of product is quite different from the properties of the reactant. Other is catalyst. The catalyst is also the chemical substance that alter the chemical reaction. Alter means which can be increased or which can be decreased the rate of chemical reaction. And the chemical substance that increase the rate of chemical reaction is said to be positive catalyst. And the chemical substance that increase the rate of chemical reaction, that is positive, and that decrease the rate of chemical reaction, that substance is said to be the negative catalyst. For example, if A plus B chemically combine and their bond just splits, breaks, and suppose C is formed or C plus D is formed, then what we observe in this process, the properties of A and B is quite different from the properties of C and D. So this is the chemical reaction. And in this chemical reaction, A and B participate. So A and B are the reactant. And after chemical reaction, here C and D are formed. So this one is the product. Suppose if I write here X on this arrow, and this X increase the rate of reaction, this X will be catalyst. And that is the positive catalyst because it increase the rate of reaction. If by putting X in this process, if it decrease the rate of chemical reaction, then that will be the negative catalyst. And one more thing, suppose when any reaction is written, for example, say C plus O2, this is CO2. Here carbon and oxygen are the reactant and this carbon dioxide is the product. So both sides, in reactant side, see, number of carbon atom is 1 and in product side also number of carbon atom is 1. Number of oxygen atoms are 2 and in product number of oxygen atoms are also 2. So the total number of atoms and molecules in reactant side is same as the total number of atoms and molecules in the product side. So this can be said, this one is the balanced chemical reaction. And suppose if I write an A plus HCl and an HCl plus H2. In this reaction, number of sodium atoms same both sides, but the number of hydrogen atoms are different. In reactant side, there is only one hydrogen, while in product side there are two hydrogen atoms. So from this we can say if the total number of atoms and molecules in the reactant side is not same as the total number of atoms and molecules in the product side. So this one is the unbalanced chemical reaction. So how we can define the balance? The balanced chemical reaction is defined as the chemical reaction in which the number of atoms and molecules in the reactant side is same as the number of atoms in the product side. One question is here, why we need balanced chemical reaction. In previous class 9th, you have read about the law of chemical combination. And in that law, you have understood the law of conservation of mass. And law of conservation of mass, when chemical reaction takes place, then mass is neither created nor destroyed. It remains constant during that period, during the period of the chemical reaction. So, to maintain this law of conservation of mass, we have to balance chemical reaction, and that is the reason why reaction should be balanced. If we write unbalanced chemical reaction, means number of atoms and molecules in reactant and product side are not equal, it means it is unbalanced. And the other name of unbalanced reaction is also skeleton reaction. Skeleton means unbalanced. Number of atoms and molecules in reactant as well as the product side are not same. After that, informative. How we can make our chemical reactions more informative. To more informative, maximum information can be obtained from the given reaction. And to get more information and to have informative chemical reaction, whenever we write any chemical reaction, then their physical state must be indicated. So by indicating physical state, anyone can understand whether the given substance is solid, liquid or gas. And when any substance is found in solid state, for example, see in this reaction, carbon. The carbon is found in solid state, so in bracket F can be written. Oxygen is gas, so this G can be written. This CO2 is gas, so this G can be written. Na is solid, so S can be written. This HCl, if only HCl is written, it means dry HCl, dry acid. And no reaction takes place with acid when it is dry. So, to carry chemical reaction with any acid or with any salt, that must be aqueous. Means that some water must be present there. So, this aqueous is written. And this NaCl, solid, and this is G. So one step with this is how we can write more informative reaction. So by indicating their physical state, S for solid, G for gas, L for liquid, AQ for aqueous solution. After that, if evolution of gas is taking place, for example, this CO2 is gas, this H2 is gas, then this arrow can be indicated. There are some chemical reactions which requires heat to carry the chemical reaction. Then in that case, suppose we need A. When A is heated, this triangle, this sign indicated this A is heated, and when A is heated, then it forms B and C. So this indicates that this A requires heat to carry this chemical reaction, means this gain the heat. And if plus heat is written there, it means heat is released out. And plus heat is not there. And if the triangle is means it gain the heat, and when any reactant gain the heat, that is endothermic. And if heat is given out, it means that is exothermic reaction. So this way we can write any reactions informative. Okay. Next is types of chemical reactions. In types of chemical reaction, first is combination reaction. Combination reaction. As the name is combination, the combination means when two or more than two chemical substances chemically combine to form a single substance, that will be the combination reaction. Suppose if A plus B chemically combine to form a new substance C, then this reaction will be combination reaction. But this A and B, the two substances or more than two substances, may be in any form. It may be element or it may be compound. For example, C plus O2, CO2. This CO plus O2, that will be CO2. This CaO plus H2O, that is CaOH2. In all these, what we object? Given two or more than two substances may be also, given two or more than two chemical substances chemically combine to form a single substance, then that will be combination reaction. So this way, how we can define combination reaction? So generally in combination reaction, two or more than two chemical substances chemically combine to form a single substance, and in combination reaction there will be only one product, and number of reactant should be at least two, and it more than two. Okay. After that, combination reaction, there is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. In decomposition reaction, as the name suggests, decomposition. Decompose means splitting, means breaking. And whenever any chemical substance is splitting without energy, it cannot be split. Okay. So to split the chemical substance more than one on, we have to supply energy in the form of heat, light or sunlight. And on the basis of this, so first we know what is decomposition reaction. So decomposition reaction is defined as the chemical reaction in which a single substance is split up into two or more than two substances. For example, A is heated, then that will be B plus C. And this B plus C is decomposition. Why? In this chemical reaction, a single substance is splitted up into two or more than two substances, suppose B plus C plus D, then that will be decomposition reaction. And further, this decomposition reaction, to carry, energy is supplied. Energy is supplied in the form of heat, electricity or sunlight. If to carry the decomposition reaction, if heat is provided, then that is thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition. If electricity is provided, then that is electrodecomposition. Electrodecomposition or electrolytic reduction. Electrolytic decomposition. And if sunlight is required, then that is photodecomposition. In one question in NCERT exercise is given why decomposition reaction is just opposite of combination reaction. So just you have seen in combination reaction, two or more than two chemical substances chemically combine to form a single substance. And while what happens in decomposition reaction? In decomposition reaction, a single substance is split up into two or more than two chemical substances. So that is the reason why combination reaction is just opposite of decomposition reaction, or why decomposition reaction is just opposite of combination reaction. And on this basis, thermal decomposition. The thermal, how we can define the thermal decomposition? The thermal decomposition reaction is defined as the decomposition reaction which is carried by supplying heat. For example, see, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, when heated, then CaO, calcium oxide plus CO2 are formed. In this reaction, when heat is provided to calcium carbonate, then it forms calcium oxide, quicklime, and carbon dioxide gas. So from this we can understand, in this chemical reaction, when calcium carbonate is provided energy in the form of heat, then it splits up into two substances. So this one is the example of thermal decomposition. Okay. Next is electrodecomposition or electrolytic reduction or electrolytic decomposition. In this reaction, what happens when electric current is provided to a single substance, and that single substance, but already we know electric current can move through those substances which are ionic compounds. So to carry the electrodecomposition, that single substance must be ionic. Just take H2O, and when electric current is passed into this, then H2 and O2 is formed. But I am not going to write the balanced chemical reaction. In next class I will explain how chemical reaction can be balanced. So when electric current is passed into water, then it splits into hydrogen and oxygen. Here oxygen is positive and this one is the negative. So when this reaction is carried, then this positive substance will deposited at cathode and this negative substance will deposited at anode. Okay. In questions may be asked, in electrolytic decomposition, at which electrode hydrogen gas is collected, at which electrode oxygen gas is collected, and this one is a very important question. And one more question is, this question has been asked in the board examination in the this year 2020. One question is also very important. In electrolytic decomposition of water, actually there are two types of gases formed. Just see, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. And question is, and this is the activity 1.7 of the NCERT book. And in this reaction, why the amount of one gas collected double than the amount of the other gases? What is the reason behind this? Just see, the chemical formula of water is H2O. And in this H2O, the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen, there are two atoms of hydrogen and one atom is oxygen. It can be understood in water, the number of atoms of hydrogen is double than that of number of oxygen atoms. So the first question is, which gas is double? The hydrogen gas is double. And what is the reason? Because the number of hydrogen atom is double than that of oxygen atom, and this is the reason why the amount of one gas collected is double than the other gases, and the gas which is double than the other gas, that gas will be collected at cathode. Okay, and the gas which is half of other, that will be connected at anode. Okay, any problem? Next, there may be any decomposition reaction in which energy is supplied in the form of sunlight. For example, the AgCl. So when silver chloride is kept in sunlight, then this Ag and Cl2 gas, chlorine gas is formed. Since the splitting of silver chloride takes place in sunlight, and sunlight means light is also the form of energy. So this can be understood. This reaction also carried with the help of the energy. So this one is the example of also decomposition reaction, but this decomposition reaction takes place in presence of sunlight. So this one is the example of photo decomposition reaction. So this way, in today's class, two types of chemical reaction, combination reaction and decomposition reaction. And what are the questions? The different types of catalyst, how we can write chemical equation more informative. Next is types of chemical reaction. In types of chemical reaction, just I have discussed two types, combination reaction and decomposition reaction. And this decomposition reaction is very important for purpose of the board examination. Surely one question generally asked from this topic. Okay, so you will keep remember. Thank you. And remaining I will discuss in the next class.